Congratulations, you have finished your first draft. Okay, now here's the terrible and there's the bad news for you. Now comes the editing phase. This is a phase where you have to turn your messy draft into a professional book, and all magic happens here. And if let's suppose if you have written a great story, but you are not able to edit it properly and it's not engaging, the chances are book not gonna work. So editing is what makes a difference from a messy first draft to a best-selling book. So I will break down the editing phase into three phases, in that we will be having a better idea how the editing process will gonna work. The first level is the big picture, the development editing. So in that editing, you don't have to fix the grammars, commas and all stuff. You have to work on the story. Is your characters are engaging? Does the story make any sense? And the way you have introduced the characters, is it appealing? Is it engaging? How you can make it better? The storyline that you have written, okay, does the characters are boring? Are there any flaws in story? Is your story becoming a bit messy or confusing? Is it easier to understand? So in that you will be work on the whole story. You will be working on making the story more engaging. You will be eliminating the characters that are boring, that aren't relevant to the story, or you can do whatever you can do to make the story more better. You can try for the just give the story to one of your friends or one of the family member. Just ask them, like, just read a story and give me a feedback. They will tell you where the story has become boring, so you can shorten the boring part. So in that phase you have to just work on the development of the story, make the story more better. And the second phase is called the sentence polish, that we call the line and copy editing, where you will be fixing the grammar. Are you using one particular word a lot of times, and are you using any word phrase, or is there any grammatical error, is there any spelling errors? Okay, so you have to edit that, because right now we live in the AI world, so any mistake can look you can say unprofessional things. So you have to make sure that you work on the rhythm, clarity and the consistency of the word. Like you're writing in the same way, you're not changing the style during as the story progresses. So you have to work on that part, and in that way, in that phase you will be also working on the reading in a way that it should be engaging for the reader, that the reader can visualize while reading your book. The third step that we call the safety net is the proofreading. So you have done the development editing, you have done the copy and line editing, now is the final part. It's called the proofreader. So you have to hire a professional for that. You can go to any publishing house, you can ask for the proofreader, you can go to Fiverr. It's a great platform where you can find a professional proofreader. So what he will gonna do, he will just read your book and just try to make sure that everything is done correctly. There's no error in the writing, and he will be just check each and everything. That will be the final stage. Okay, and the final part will be, once you have done all of that, okay, you have to make sure everything done professionally, because if you make mistake in that phase, your book can go totally wrong. So I will tell you a story. Like, there was a writer in India who was telling how important is the editing. So they have done experiment. Okay, so they were in a program or an assignment where they have to write the best scripts for a movie, for a drama. Okay, so there was 15 students, and they will write any random story. So everyone will write a story one by one within like half an hour, 30 minutes, and they will try to write a story as fast as possible. and just to write whatever comes up in their mind. They will not try to make it a great story, just they will just randomly try to write it, and in that way they will create a first draft. Then the magic will gonna happen. They will edit it to make the story engaging. The story should make sense, that they will introduce a character that can make the story more entertaining and exciting. And they done that, and do you know what happened with the story? They won the competition for the best script, because they haven't written the great first draft, okay, but they have added it so beautifully. Like when anyone was reading the story, they were engaged and it was exciting for them. So you have to make sure the editing is more important than the writing part, where you will decide will the story will gonna work or not. So this is my second video. Goodbye, and my name is Abhimanyu. Okay.